Hey guys, this is Eve, Scrapbooking with me. Today we're going to make a little gift box, Christmas gift box for, you could use it for coworkers, for your friends, family, whatever. It's a nice little gift box. And we're going to be decorating it and using the papers from our November kit. And this was Authentique's Classic Christmas. Beautiful, beautiful papers. And we do still have, I think 4 or 5 of these kits left. So if you want one, I will put the link below. Go over and grab it because they will not last long, I promise you. Alright, you're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock that is cut 10.5 by 7.5. You need 2 pieces exactly the same size. You're going to put it in on the long side, and you're going to score at 1 1/2 inch, 3 inches, 7.5 inches, and at 9. Okay, then you're going to turn it, and you're going to score at 1 1/2, at 3, and at 6. Okay. Now you're going to do the other one the exact same way. 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 3, 7.5, and 9. Turn it, and you're going to score at 1 1/2, 3, and 6. Now, I didn't invent this box. This actually, I think, was made by Anne at Happy Stampers. I think she actually made this box, but she made it as a little suitcase-like things, but we're going to make it into a gift box. Alright, so that we're going to put our scoreboard away for right now. Now, what we're going to do is take our scissors, and on this part right here where you have the 4 blocks, so those 4 blocks, on the other end you just have the 2. On this one where you have the 4 blocks, we're going to cut up on that all the way up to that second line. You're going to cut up on this one right here. So basically you're cutting up on both of those, and then you're going to take this little square, this first little square right here, you're going to take that out just like that. You're going to take this tab off. So take these 2 little squares out, and then you're going to take this one off just like that, and then you're just going to wedge out this side and that side, and then take just a little bit of a wedge off right here just like that. So again, I'll show you on this side. You're going to cut down that score line right there all the way to that second score line. You're going to cut down this one. Then you're going to cut out these 2 blocks just like that, and then you're going to cut off this block, and then you're going to wedge this one, that one, and a little piece off of that one, just like that. Then turn it around to this side, and what you're going to do is you're going to cut up on these score lines just to that first score line there, and then you're going to take this tab right here out because we don't need that one, and you're going to cut up on this one to wedge that out just a little bit, and then cut up on this one and this one. Cut this out and then cut a little wedge from that side and from that side. Okay, so you're going to have something that looks just like that. And now do your second one the exact same way. Now you're ready to fold and burnish your score lines. And you could have done this before. I like to do mine after on these, just because it makes it a little bit easier to do all the cutting and everything. I'll trim that one out a little bit more. Looks like I didn't get it exactly straight. Now you're ready to put your paper on, your design paper, and I think I'm going to use this one. You're going to need 2 pieces, and the reason you need 2 of these is because you're going to do the top and the bottom. One of these is going to be the top, and the other one the bottom. You'll need 2 pieces that are 4 3/8 by 2 7/8, and they're going to go right there and on that one. And I am just going to use my, no, I think I'm going to use my glue. Just center it in between all of those score lines, just like that. And then you're going to need 4 pieces that are cut at 4 3/8 by 1 3/8. So that's going to go there and there. And I'm not going to worry, I'm not going to be able to get all of these little lines to meet up, and I'm not going to worry about it. Because some of it's going to be the top and some of it's going to be the side, so it's not really going to matter, I don't think. Okay. Alright, so there are those, and then you will need 4 pieces that are 1 3/8 by 2 7/8, and they go here and here. So, and again, all of these measurements will be on my blog, and I will try to remember to leave the link to Anne's Happy Stampers down below to her tutorial, where she did the little suitcase box for this. I may forget. If I do and you want it, just message me. Okay, so there's that one. We'll go ahead and do this one the same way. We'll put all of our paper on before we put the box together. Okay. And now we're ready to put these together. So what you want to do is put glue or score tape, whatever you're going to use, on these 4 little tabs right here. And I'm going to use score tape because I want it to hold together pretty good. Because I don't know yet exactly what I'm going to put in here, so if it's heavy, this will make it hold together. You could always use glue. I wouldn't use ATG tape just because it's not really strong enough to hold if you put anything heavy in the box. If you're not planning on putting anything heavy in it, then you would be fine, I'm sure. Okay, then we're also going to put some tape on this side of that one, but we're going to wait, I think, and put this box together. Let's see. Okay, then you flip it over, and on this tab where it has the double tab right here, you're going to put some tape on that right there. And maybe that. So I'm going to put a strip right there, and I'm going to put one right here. Okay. Alright, then we're going to use our everything tool. I'm going to pull this backing off of this tape. Oops. Oh, and don't stick anything to it. Okay. Then all we're going to do is we're going to put these corners together. So you just bring that up, marry up those corners, and stick it down. All you're going to do. Just make sure your corners are nice and straight. Just marrying up the corners. And the last one. Okay. So there, that's what you've got so far. Now, I should have done this before I put it together, but I didn't. You need some score tape on here too. I think one piece is going to do it. This is going to hold down it's going to reinforce the inside and just kind of hold everything down. Give it another layer. Okay, so just fold that over, press it down. Fold that one inside, press it down. Okay, so there is either the top or the bottom of your box. It doesn't matter which one it is right now, unless you want the top of your box to be different from the bottom as far as the paper is concerned. If you do, then you'll need to, you know, remember which one's the top and which one is the bottom. But both of ours are going to be the same, so we're not going to worry about it. There you go. You've got the top and you have the bottom. So it's going to look similar to that. I think that is cute. Oh, that's cute. That matches. That matches up. Okay. Now what you need is a piece. We're going to put a piece on the inside. We're going to let this be the back, I think. Let's see. Which one do we want to be the back? We're going to let this be the back right here. This is going to be the front. So you're going to need a piece, because we're going to put a piece inside here that keeps the lid from falling down in there. So you need a piece that is 10 inches by 3.5 inches. And we're going to score this at 1 5/8. Or right down the middle. That's on the short side. Score it down the middle. Okay, then you just want to pull that up, burnish it really well, and then this you're going to stick together. So we're going to put some score tape on here. Put some right up at the score line, and then we're going to put some out here. Okay. press that over. Alright, now while it is folded like this, we're going to put it back in our scoreboard, and you're going to score at 2 7/8 and score across it a couple of times, and at 7 1/4. Okay, 2 7/8 and 7 1/4. And then we're going to fold that over and burnish those. This red paper, sometimes it makes a mess. Alright, and this is going to sit down in there just like that. You see how that's going to keep the lid from falling down in there because it's a little bit taller than the box. You're going to put your art glitter glue on here, but don't do like I did and start putting it on the wrong side. You're going to put it on the outside of your fold, which that'll dry clear, so I'm not worried about it, but just don't make that mistake. And then put the folded side up, and that'll make it look a lot better. It will make it look finished. Okay, now we want to put our flat piece on, and this piece is going to make the back part and the front part, it's going to hold them together and make it to where it's a hinged lid. And for this piece, you're going to need, let's see, 3 inches by 4 3/8. And then we're going to score this at 1 1/2 on the short side. Right down through there. And this is going to sit down in there just like that. And it's going to finish off this inside, but it's also going to make this to where it's a hinged lid. So we'll put this one down first, and I'm going to use some glue. You could use score tape here if you wanted. I like my art glitter glue. It holds really tight. It gives me just a minute to make sure that I've got everything where I need it. So I use it for just about everything. Okay, so there is that. And then this one is going to go right in there. Just like that. That's going to make our hinged lid. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put our glue on this piece. And then we will sit it in there. Just make sure that it's right up against your other box, just like that. And that it's even all the way across. And that looks pretty even. So there is that part of our box. Now mine is fitting together a little bit tight because I think I actually used some. So there's that part of our box. It's a hinged lid. And then this keeps the lid from going all the way down in, you know, sinking down into the box. And now from here, all you need to do is, I want to put a little closure on there, I think. I want to look at it and see. I may not. I may just put a bow on here. I think I am going to put a little closure on the box. So you'll need 2 pieces for this. This piece is cut at, let me look at my notes. This is cut at 2 3/4 by 1 1/4, and then this one is cut 1 1/4 by 6. Now this piece goes on the bottom, and I start it right there where your design paper leaves off, and just, let's see, just fold it around, and then I'll use my scoreboard to make a good crease in it. So let's square up there. And then on this one, you just need to square it in half, which is at 3 inches, I do believe. So this one we will put right there. And you can measure this if you want to. I'm just going to eyeball it. And I think that looks like the center right there. I'm going to put a magnet under it. So we're going to put, let's see if that's about right for the magnet. I think that will work. We're going to put that magnet about right there. I'm going to open this back up so that I can put a little bit of pressure on that when I press it down. Put our glue on here, so I'm going to glue it down. Kind of centering that up as best as I can. And that looks pretty good. And let's see. We're going to round these corners. Okay, and then we're going to stick this together, but before we stick it together we want to see where our magnet needs to be on the inside here. So I'll pull that backing off. And if you kind of lay the magnet down there, it's going to grab where it needs to. So there we go. Looks like it needs to be right there. So I'm going to have to use a glue dot because this is actually a magnet that I have used and had to pull off of something. So it doesn't have any sticky on it. And now I'm just going to put some glue in here. Okay, now we can pick that up and press it together. We'll have our magnet all pressed in there. Just going to use my bone folder and make sure that it's pressed down really well. There we go. And now we can put some glue right here and glue this down. And here again, you could use score tape. You don't have to use the glue like I do. Use your score tape or whatever type tape you prefer. Alright, we're going to give that just a minute to sit. Go go ahead and open it up and press that really hard. And I have a little bit of a lip right there that I'm going to trim that my... Alright, so there is our box. So there's our box. We have our little closure there. And now we're going to we have our magnet closure, and we're going to decorate this up a little bit. And I'm going to put something right there. But I want to put one of these flowers on. This was with the kit. I think these are super cute. And they're really stiff. They have the wire in them, so you can actually manipulate them a little bit if you want to. Manipulate the petals. They're made out of burlap, so that's pretty. I like that, like that. But I think I might put something under here just so that you can see that really well. And I'm thinking about a piece of this paper. Okay, so all I did was use my scallop punch and this paper that came with the kit. Sorry about the glare. I know that kills your eyes. And I used my scallop punch and just punched out a nice scallop. And I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to put this on top of it. And that will make that kind of stand out away from the box a little bit. But I'm going to put this up on some pop dots. So we're going to put that right in the middle. And then that's going to go right there. But we also got these bells in the November kit. And some of this really pretty gold string, I guess you would call it. So we're going to put a couple of bells on here because this is going to be a Christmas gift. So I'm going to cut that string and let's see. We're just going to tie them on, and I think I'm just going to run them up under there when I glue that on. Just have the little bells kind of hanging out like that. Okay, and so what I will do to keep this little string from showing is I put a little knot in it, and I'm going to glue it right there on the bottom of that. And I'm using some hot glue. I'm going to put that knot right down in that. And I don't know where my little tool is. And then I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to put it down on there, just like that. So there I've got my little bells, and then I have my little flower on there. And then on the front of this, on that little flap, I have this little snowman, and it was a button. And I just took the little button shank thing off of it. And I'm going to glue this right there on the front, and that will be the opener, supposedly, for the box. Glue that right there. Okay. So there is our flower on, our bells on, and our little snowman. And we also got some frosted lace stickles. Let me put this up before I burn my arm off. We also got some frosted lace stickles with the November kit. So what we're going to do is use some of those to go around and make it look like snow on here. We're just going to fill up some areas. Put some on the edges. And it just gives it that little bit of sparkle. Plus, it will keep this burlap from fraying anymore, because when it gets stiff, it won't let it fray. So your burlap will stay put. It'll stiffen up your flower a little bit, and then it gives some sparkle to it. So, 3 purposes here. And of course, I'm going to go a step further because I love my diamond stickles. I love, love, love them. And I'm going to put a little bit of the diamond stickles in there as well. That's really going to give it some sparkle. I'm going to put those just right on the end. And a little bit around in the center. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the snowman, because I want him to shine too. And you can see I use mine so much I'm running out. So I'm going to have to get some more. So there is our little snowman sparkling. You see that? And then there's our flower and our little bells. Cute. Okay, that is our box. That is a simple, quick box, and I'm going to be careful and open it up for you. And it will hold quite a bit of things. I'm going to make these for my kids and grandkids, because this year I'm getting them gift cards. So I'm going to make a lot of these up and put gift cards in them for my kids and grandkids. But you could put cookies in here, candy, whatever, for your co-workers. I think it would be absolutely adorable. Okay, guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.